Is that Wally? It's what, Jim? And to talk about my ideas for Crash Bandicoot 5. I've got a Crash soft toy here, but this will contain spoilers for Crash Bandicoot 4. So if you want to, if you're trying to complete the game, then don't watch this until you've done so, because there is an end credit scene when I think when you get like 106% or something in the game, you get it, and that's going to be very, very crucial to my ideas for Crash Bandicoot 5, so it'll be spoilery for that as well. So if you have completed the story but you've not completed the game, I would recommend watching that end credit scene before watching this, because it will spoil it for you. But if you're not fussed about spoilers, then great, you can watch the video. But that being said, let's get started talking about my ideas for Crash Bandicoot 5. So I want to call it Crash Bandicoot 5 Uka's Revenge, because it's about Uka getting revenge for, to Crash. There are going to be 50 levels in the game and 50 inverted levels. This is all, things that I've made up, by the way. This isn't a thing that's actually going to happen, at least not yet. It makes a grand total of levels 100, exactly 100, which I like the sound of it being, a nice round number, exactly 100 levels, because it's going to be 50, just standard levels and then 50 inverted levels. And now let's talk about what the story I think is going to be. So the story will be about Uka coming back for one more time to defeat Crash and have the world in his image once and for all. So Crash has to stop him. Also, Cortex doesn't want to help Uka. Cortex is going to be in this game. However, if he doesn't help Uka is actually going to kill him. So he doesn't really have much of a choice but to help Uka for his own safety, really. Now let's talk about the dimensions. So there will be 5 dimensions involving going back in time and retrieving a special item to create a mega weapon to defeat Uka with. The dimensions in the game, and this is the order that they appear in, will be Sanity Beach, will be going back there again, a Dungeons dimension, Forest dimension, Old West dimension, Medieval England dimension, City dimension, Arabia dimension, Egypt dimension, and in the moon, you'll be able to go to the moon, and there will be the unknown planet where you defeat Uka. I don't know what the planet is yet, but I said, dimensions a lot then. I do apologise about that. And the characters you're going to be able to play as, obviously, Crash, Coco, Cortex are going to be back, but his ray gun is going to do different things. It's not going to make one of the objects bounce, or one of the objects, just a solid object. And when you play as Cortex, instead of him having Aku, as the invincibility mask, he'll be having Uka. I feel like that was something that they really should have added for him in Crash Bandicoot 4, in my opinion. That's something they mentioned in the review. Torna, I think, should be in love with Crash. I think, she should forget about her past and, move on with this version of Crash. That's just my opinion. And I think Crunch Bandicoot and Tiny Tiger should be playable as well. More on them in a second. But I want to mention that I want it to be like a flashback level for Torna to actually see what actually happened to her version of Crash and Coco. And there's also going to be a flashback level for Cortex when he was younger. It's going to be like a clown, sort of carnival themed level. It's going to be, how he sort of became who he is now, really, how his family died, because I think we know in Crash lore that his family died or something like that. But I just think it'd be quite interesting to have some back in time levels within these dimensions. I think, and now let's talk about what I think Crunch and Tiny Tiger should be able to do. There isn't no Dingodile. I was thinking maybe he could be a DLC instead. But Crunch's abilities would be because he's got a robotic arm. He will have also super strength with it, but he'll be able to do all sorts of things with the robotic arm. Tiny Tiger will have a bow and arrow, and that can do all sorts as well. Tiny Tiger isn't evil anymore. This is going to be the version for Crash 2 and 3, but he's not evil anymore. He just goes hunting for food near his forest farmhouse. And the second dimension, or the third dimension, is the forest dimension, and that is the only dimension that Tiny Tiger is playable. And there are, like I said, there's 5. Well, I'm not sure if I did mention it, but there's 5 levels in each dimension. The third dimension is only going to be Tiny Tiger levels. The boss fights will be occurring after the even number dimensions, so there'll be a total of 5 that appear in the 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, and 10th dimension. Those include Tiny Tiger being possessed by Uka Uka. And there will be a new villain who I made up called Shotgun Sam. That probably will change at some point, because he's going to have a shotgun as a weapon, and he'll be the guy in the Old West, and I think he should be, if there's a Crash 6, which I've got some ideas for. I might do a video like this for Crash 6, but there's not really many ideas. We'll be talking about that in a sec, but I was thinking maybe he could return for that. Not in a sec, we've still got quite a while to go. I think there should be the prototype lab assistant, the first ever lab assistant there was, Cortex and Uka. I think the quantum masks will not be as much of a focus in this game. And that's it. They're all my ideas for. I thought there was a lot more to go than that. They're all my ideas for Crash Bandicoot 5: Uka's Revenge. I hope you really like my ideas, but don't worry if you don't like my ideas. That's just going to be your opinion. But I'd like to know your ideas for a new Crash game in the comments below. I have also got ideas for Crash Bandicoot Party Game. Not many, so I don't really feel like I can do a video on it. And ideas for Crash 6, but I may as well do the one for Crash 6. I said here that I wasn't going to do it, but I may as well do it. So, basically I wanted Spyro the Dragon to be in it, and there being like a dragon dimension. I didn't want it to be any more back in time sort of scenarios, and I was thinking maybe at the end of the game, Crash and Uka Uka, part their ways, they say farewell. Sorry, when I said Uka Uka, I think I said that. I meant Aku Aku. So when Crash, passes ways with Aku Aku, Aku Aku will only come back when there's evil about again. So, him and Crash would be parting their ways probably forever or for a while. But yeah, I was thinking Spyro should be playable. I thought that would be really cool. And I thought the main villain should be someone who's been teased in a lot of Crash games, and that is fake Crash. I feel like maybe it should be called Trash Bandicoot. I think there was a video where someone said Trash Bandicoot, and I thought that's so much a better name than fake Crash. But anyway, they're all my ideas for Crash Bandicoot 5, and also there's some ideas for Crash Bandicoot 6. And let me know what you thought. Let me know your suggestions for Crash, game. Try not make it very spoilery, but it's probably hard to do that. But that's all I'm going to mention for this video. To be honest, I thought it was going to be like 15 minutes long, so I'm glad it's not. But I'm not videoing it on YouTube itself, I'm videoing it on my camera roll, because YouTube's been a bit buffery at the moment, but I'm sure you don't really need to know about that. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe and comment. And have a whomping good day. And I'll see you guys next video, which should be, I've already got them written up, the Rogue Company movie review. That's not movie review, video game review. I played that for a while and I just realised I haven't done a review on it, and I haven't written it up, so that's what I've gone ahead and do. That's what I've gone ahead and done for Tuesday. But I'll also be completing Ghost of Tsushima this weekend. Looking forward to getting out of the way. And then I could continue on Watch Dogs Legion. I'm loving that game. It's really, really great. I don't think I mentioned that I'm going to do that, but I really am rambling now. I've really got to stop doing that in videos. But anyway, thank you for watching. If I haven't said so already, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe and comment. I might have, I can't remember. But anyway, I'll see you guys next video. Ciao.